Hey everybody, Janisha here. Just wanted to give you guys a brief video for my 90-day challenge. This will be video one. And in this video, I'm pretty much just going to talk about, what it takes to be a leader or what makes you a leader. And, the first thing I want to start with is honesty. I feel that, honesty plays a major role in leadership, as well as your business. Just think about it like this. Your team is a reflection of yourself. And if you make honest and ethical decisions within your business, making that a key value, your team will pretty much follow through. They will follow behind you. Another important role is communication. Communication is important because knowing what you want accomplished, it may seem clear in your head, but if you were to explain it to someone else and, you know, they give you a blank expression, you would know that there's a problem. I mean, there would clearly be a problem because you're not communicating with them to get them to understand what it is that you're trying to put out there, the bigger picture. You know, if this has been your experience, then you may want to focus on honoring your communication skills, being able to clearly describe what you want done, and that is very important when it comes to communication. And if you can't relate your vision to your team, then you won't be able to work towards, the same goals. Your team won't be able to follow behind you because they don't understand your vision or your goal that you're working toward. Training new team members and creating productive work environment all depends on healthy lines of communication. So that's very important, guys. Confidence, there may be days where you feel like things are just not going according to plan. And that's true with any business, whether it be big or small. And part of your job as a leader is to put out fires and maintain that team moral. So keeping up your confidence levels and assuring everyone that, the setbacks are going to be natural. And the important thing is to focus on the larger goal. Like I said, the bigger picture. And as a leader, by staying calm and confident, you will keep that same feeling within your team. They will feel, confident because they will get that vibe from you. And as long as you stay confident in what it is that you're doing, your team will follow through as well. Also, commitment. Staying committed if you're, I'm sorry, if you haven't taken note, you know, from anything else that I've said, please do hear this. Please, please, please. Remember that you must always commit yourself to what it is that you're doing. If you expect for your team to work hard and produce, you're going to need to lead by example. There's no greater communication or motivation than seeing the boss working alongside everyone else. Showing that hard work is being done on every level by providing commitment to the brand and your role. And you will not only earn the respect of your team, but you will also instill, the same hard working energy among your team as well. So you just want to make sure that you're staying committed to what it is that you're doing, you know, because that is the biggest part of being a leader, being committed to yourself, to your business, to your team. So you want to make sure that you're making that a big, big part of what it is that you're doing. Also, having a positive attitude. Always keep a positive attitude when you're, you know, doing this in the industry, becoming a leader, or you may already be a leader. You want to just keep your team motivated and looking forward towards continued success as well as keeping the energy levels up. So that pretty much, you know, goes hand in hand with everything I've already discussed. You know, without a positive attitude, you can't expect for your team to feel that energy or that vibe, you know. So you want to make sure that you're keeping it positive. The ability to inspire, you know, making your team feel invested in the accomplishments of their success. Being able to inspire your team, you know, is great for focusing on your future goals or your team's future goals. You know, it is also important for the current issues at hand, acknowledging the work that everyone has dedicated and commended the team on their success and their effort. And it's your job to keep the spirits up, you know, and that begins with appreciation of their hard work. So just taking the time out to, you know, congratulate them or say thank you, you know, just letting them feel the energy that they would like to feel, you know. So if you're feeling like your role as a leader is a bit more than you can handle, just take a deep breath, calm yourself down, and remind yourself that you are a leader or that you are working towards becoming the leader that you would like to be. And remember why you started in the first place. You know, a lot of us tend to forget why we're here. And that is something that you always need to remember why you got into the industry. So hopefully this video helped someone. If it did, please like, comment, and share. Until then, have a blessed Sunday, guys.